Coming up on WIN News, Taliban fighters attack a hotel housing Australian diplomatic staff in Afghanistan. Calls for more resources to tackle Tasmania's ailing elective surgery waiting lists. One of Tasmania's premier batsmen finishes up with the Tigers. And new revelations about Princess Diana's true love. Join me for details at 6.
Tasmania and the world. WIN News nightly at 6.
The opposition has slammed the state government for failing to complete a review into mine safety more than 7 years ago. The Liberals say only half of the review was completed by the government, a point highlighted by the Australian Workers' Union. The AWU's made a 4-page submission to the coroner investigating 3 deaths at the Renison tin mine on the state's west coast between 2001 and 2003. Saying it's concerning that Matthew Lister and Jared Jones died during mining operations and that Sydney Pearce died while their deaths were being investigated. Hand in hand with the substandard safety claims, there's also the issue of retraining good miners.
If the safety of other mines around Australia is better than it is in Tasmania, we will lose those workers. And quite frankly, the state government is to blame for that.
Protesters remain chained to an excavator along the Styx River, where Forestry Tasmania is planning to build a bigger bridge, allowing larger scale access to the Styx Valley. Still wild, still threatened activists.
It's not over by any stretch of the imagination.
And despite the promises from the captains, Greg also believes it won't take much for the third test to turn ugly.
It's on for young and old, and you can't make any guarantees.
The cricket world will be watching. Clinton Fletcher, National 9 News.
Ahead on WIN News, a sad farewell for Clinton Gribus. And Tiger Airways touches down in Hobart. Welcome back. A sad day for Melbourne's sporting community with the funeral of popular commentator Clinton Gribus. More than 1,000 mourners, including AFL identities, attended the service in Melbourne. His partner, Lorena Toulmin, spoke of their special bond and plans to marry.
Apparently he was soon to propose. I've been told he asked a friend for advice on how to. Always doing his research. Of course I would have said yes, by the way.
It's still unclear how the 32-year-old died. There's speculation he fell while sleepwalking. Princess Diana's former lover, Hasnat Khan, has spoken about their relationship for the first time. To finance, and the chief executive of Centro Properties Group, Andrew Scott, has resigned in the wake of the share price collapse and ongoing doubts about the company's future. On the market, Centro plunged after a US bank threatened to pull its finance. And the All Ords fell 21 points, notching up its 7th straight day of losses. But our dollar is stronger, worth more than 90 US cents. Sport now with Colin, and one of Tasmania's great batsmen quits the Tigers, Cole.
That's right, John. Michael Di Venuto calling it a day here in Tassie at least, and the Aussies all set for 17 in a row.
New season ER, 8:30 Wednesday night on WIN.
It was a fine and mostly sunny day statewide, 30 the highest temperature shared by Ouse and Fingal. Hobart and Launceston reached 23 degrees, Burnie and Devonport 19. 19 also in Strawn. It was 27 in St Helens and 24 in Swansea. On today's chart, a cold front over the Bight can be seen approaching us, while a weak prefrontal trough extends into southeastern Australia. Interstate tomorrow, fine in Melbourne 24, afternoon showers in Sydney 30, 27 and a few showers in Brisbane. In Tasmania, fine in the main centres apart from a shower or two about Strawn, on top of 20 expected in Hobart, 24 in Launceston, 23 in Burnie and Devonport. It should reach 23 in St Helens as well, 22 in Swansea and 18 in Strawn. A strong wind warning has been issued for lower eastern and southeastern coastal waters between Wineglass Bay and Southeast Cape. A fire weather warning is current for inland parts of the east at first this evening. Looking ahead, fine in the northwest on Thursday and Friday with rain developing Saturday. Fine in Launceston on Thursday and Friday with a late shower on Saturday, and the same outlook for Hobart, a top of 26 on Saturday. A trio of 22-year-old men is cycling around Australia in a bid to change attitudes towards energy usage. The team left Sydney just over a month ago and voyaged south to Hobart, visiting primary schools along the way to get their message across.
We've come up with a pool on our website of 23 actions, and we're trying to get everyone to do 1 action a month while we cycle around Australia for a year.
The group, named My Power, is riding an average of 50 kilometres a day. That's WIN News for this Tuesday. For news headlines, check the web at wintv.com.au. I'm John Remus. Thanks for watching and goodbye.
This has been a WIN News presentation from WIN Television, Australia's largest commercial television network.
Hello, I'm Leila McKinnon. Welcome to A Current Affair.